All right, I am live yet again. What's going on, guys? It's Boss6 here, and yeah, another live stream. Woo! Oh, excuse me, there. That was some delicious root beer. Yeah, I'm live again, and yeah, some stuff happened. For both good, bad, and indifferent. I might get to that here in a bit, just to see if some people are joining the chat. I just got done, literally just got done recording my immolation ranking. That video should be up here in a couple minutes, hopefully, because my computer's running on it. So, yeah, that was a pain in the ass to listen to, but what are you gonna do? Hey, what is going on? Just another Heavy Metal Maniac. What's up? Not much. Just got done doing my immolation ranking. Hello, Ryan, Jason Boardman. The everyone is here today. And by the way, just another Heavy Metal Maniac, I did check out your Vader ranking, which I actually have two albums that are in my drawer right now. I have Litany and The Empire, and based off of what you what you have said about those albums, I'm curious to check out their discography as well. LTO, how are we doing today? How are we doing? How are we doing? I'm walking here. Fucking people. Ah, shite. Shite and shaggin'. Well, what'll happen this week? I guess we might as well talk about the bad that happened. Especially that happened on Monday. We unfortunately lost another legend, James Earl Jones. Such an iconic actor, voice for generations. Yeah, that is a damn shame. We lost James Earl Jones, legendary actor, of course. Voiced Mufasa in The Lion King, Field of Dreams. He was the blind man from The Sandlot. Obviously, Darth Vader. He was a Conan the Barbarian. You know, he was in some wacky ass movies to say the least, but iconic actor. He lived a really long life too, 93 years old. Safe to say that he lived a pretty good life. So yeah, rest in peace. That sucks. Vader's fantastic litany, especially as a banger. Oh yeah, from what you said, yeah, you said it's really good. Hello, Eclipse sent $100. Do you want me to, or do you want to? I already spent enough money today as it is, man, because I got a new phone. Hooray! It's an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Yeah, it cost me an arm and a leg, but my friend Caitlin's actually listen to Black Label Society. Okay. But yeah, I mean, granted, I had cash on me, but holy shit, dude, that was a pain in the ass. Dude, that's such an amazing, iconic voice. Rest in peace, a legend. Yes. Can I have 100? No, sorry. Again, spend enough money as it is. I don't know you that much, so sorry. Unless you're from like the Discords that I'm in, then we might have a deal. But yeah. Jason Bourne, have you listened to one of the albums from yesterday? No, I have not, and I need to check them out. I was going to check them out today, but I kind of just wanted to stay home and kind of just kick back and relax and do the immolation ranking. The three albums that I might do tomorrow mainly depends on how the live streams go tomorrow. The new Striper, the new Flotsam and Jetsam, and a new Satan. Like, we're getting some like really like old school 80s metal bands, which I'm all for. I love 80s metal. Can I have $30? Can I have $30? Name one thing different from the iPhone 15 Pro compared to the other phones. From what the person or the worker said, I think there's dual cameras and something else. I mean, it's literally the same fucking thing essentially, but it's cooler. I mean, when you go through the apps, it looks smooth. But I mean, besides that, I mean, yeah, nothing more, nothing less. Shit. No idea who this is, but yeah. But yeah, that's basically what the person said. It's better than the one I had beforehand, I'll say that, so. Rough time to be a 90s alternative fan. Currently, first Dave Grohl's cheating, now Jane's addiction, fist fight on stage. I was actually going to talk about that. I was actually going to get into that with Dave Grohl, and now that Jane's addiction thing was, that was wacky out of nowhere. But yeah, Dave Grohl. I mean, look, what he did wasn't the worst thing in the world. Let's all say that. Him having a kid with another woman, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's far better than fuck the Red Hot Chili Peppers vocalist did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's still shitty, but yeah, it's just. Again, it sucks. It sucks that he did it, but people, vocalists and other musicians have done way worse things than Dave did. Let's all call a spade a spade. He hasn't burned down churches. He didn't kill anyone. He didn't fill with kids. He just had an affair. Yeah. Never buying a single Apple product. Okay. And the whole Jane's addiction fist fight, I don't even know what the fuck that was about. Like, it was literally them just having a spat and them just going at it. I have no idea what happened there. Have you ever tried alcohol? Yes, I have. Against my better judgment. How dare they take Retro Bowl away from me and make Retro Bowl 25 a Apple Arcade exclusive? What is Retro Bowl, by the way? I know you always talk about that in Tup Frogs on a Discord server. I never knew what Retro Bowl is. Is that like a game show in some ways? Because if so, I'll be more than happy to do it. It's dog shit from a small dog, yeah. So yeah, what Dave did was shitty. It really, really, really was. Well, LTO, since you are a football fan in here, I might as well talk about what Thursday's night game was. Oh dear. It is a bad time to be a Dolphins fan. It really is. First of all, you got your fucking balls smashed by Josh Allen. Like, Jesus Christ. I looked at the highlights of some of that game. Fucking Christ, that was a brutal performance by the Dolphins. That was just terrible. Like, Allen didn't do anything the whole game, essentially. Oh, it's a retro version of Madden. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's actually kind of cool. But yeah, the Bills just destroyed the Dolphins, and Tua suffered a bad concussion again. What the fuck? Yeah, that was a bad hit. I thought he just suffered a stinger at first because the way that his neck went. But yeah, it's actually worse. That is his, I think that's his fourth concussion of his entire career. Dude, you can only go so much with those before eventually you got to hang it up. I mean, look what happened with Andrew Luck. Yeah, dude, that shit just sucks. That sucks. Also, Tua comes back. He needs to learn how to slide. Yes. Why did he not slide? Like, that was the big reason why. I'm not trying to blame the guy because, he's in bad health, but fucking Christ, dude. If you're running towards a defender and you have the ball, fucking slide. Jesus, it is not that hard. Oh my God. Hey, what's up, Brock's channel? Hey, hi, Gian. How's it going? I got X-Cab EP in the mail today from Amazon. Cool. I'm doing fine. Playing some Legends Arceus. Cool. So yeah, Josh Allen, I mean, that dude's looking like an MVP so far. I mean, literally, he's looking like the best QB in the whole league right now. He's doing better than Mahomes so far. So hopefully they can keep that momentum going. I really want to see Buffalo go far. So yeah, I hope Tua is okay, but fuck, man, that was bad. That was really bad. Let's see what else. Guess that's really it. In all honesty, just doing my thing. Essentially. Yeah, nothing more, nothing less. Literally got nothing else to really say. Unless, something like major happened on Saturday, which nothing really did per se, except for I got a new phone, but that's about it. Tomorrow, expect some live streams. I hopefully will try to listen to those 3 albums by Satan Striper and Flotsam and Jetsam. If not, if I miss out on one, then I'll do a review on it on Monday before I go into work and get that up and running. So, yeah, there you go there. I mean, wrestling-wise, not a whole lot's really going on per se. WWE is building up to Bad Blood, which looks like a pretty solid show. I'm going to look for Drew and Punk. That Hell in a Cell match is going to be fucking awesome. Been listening to Jewish Gothic Death Doom. Death Doom metal band Tomorrow's Rain from Israel. I've heard of that band. I've heard of Tomorrow's Rain. New Satan and Flotsam albums are bangers. Not a big Striper dude, though. Just have a hard time taking them seriously. I mean, yeah, the whole Christian gimmick that they're going with. And, saying, oh, it's just a gimmick for money. People, I swear to God, that when that whole narrative was a big thing in the 80s, it's like you're going to single out one band because they're a Christian theme, but you have albums like Rain and Blood, Shout the Devil, and fucking what was another band? Seven Churches, maybe. You're gonna single out that band just for that. I just don't get it. That makes no sense. I like Striper. I really do. I think they're a really good band. Maybe they could be a bit preachy here and there, but they ain't shoving it down your throat, which I really do appreciate. And they just write some killer stuff. I really like Michael Sweet as a vocalist. That dude fucking slays on the vocals. So, Yeah, I'm pretty interested to see how that album goes. You enjoy some Striper? One project I plan on doing is redesigning the Ass Blaster from Tremors 5 along with the Shriekers from Tremors 7. I have not checked out a single Tremors movie. I don't know if I want to, frankly. Maybe the first one, but I heard the sequels are just like what the fuck. So yeah, I'm curious. Sorry, I got distracted. My bad. Uh, let's see. Tomorrow's Rain have 4 CDs, English and Hebrew, and their first and second CD. Okay, I recommend watching the sequels and the TV show. They're pretty good. Okay, again, I did like the first one because of how campy it is, but I don't know. The sequels look too cheesy for my liking. Um, see what else. Yeah, Bad Blood, that should look like a fun show. Um, I heard Solo and Cody actually had a pretty solid cage match on SmackDown that Rowan was a part of. Um, so I don't know if we're getting a thing between Roman and Cody and the Bloodline. I don't really know per se. Um, Joe Tessitore, I think that's how you say his name. The former college football commentator, he's now commentating Raw. Dude looks like he's having a blast. He's actually a pretty solid commentator, or at least for wrestling. He seems to know his craft, so I'll give him credit for that. And he's taking it like a legit sport, so I'll give him props for that. Let's just hope he doesn't pull like a Jimmy Smith and he just shit talks everyone when he gets canned, which I don't think Joe's that kind of person. Um, yeah, besides that, nothing's really going on too much in WWE, not that I can think of. I think that's about it. Vicky Guerrero showed up in the audience last night. That was in Seattle. Just look up how Vicky Guerrero treats her daughter. You will see why that I kind of have a disdain for Vicky Guerrero. Um, let's see. I think that's all for WWE. AEW, they're a sinking ship. They are. I'm sorry. This company is in dire needs of new everything. They need new frontmen. They need a new office. They need people to know how to run a show competently. Yeah. I just who gives a fuck about it at this point? How are my Cardinals doing? Dude, fuck if I know. Actually, did they even play at all today? Let's see. Oh yeah, they got ass blasted by the Blue Jays. That's cool. 2-7. They are now a 500. Oh my god. Cardinals. Cardinals. They are literally the Pittsburgh Steelers of the MLB. I am fucking telling you this. Seriously. They will bullshit their way to a playoff game. It's unreal. My God. Just be a good team. Be a competent team at least. Fuck. Like they're so unbelievably inconsistent. They would do good for 3 games, then they will lose a bunch, and they'll lose some, and then they'll win a bunch. And it's just like, dude, be consistent. That's all we ask. It's just annoying. It really, really, really is. At least we're the White Sox. We lost to the White Sox, by the way. It was like earlier in the season, but we lost to the worst team of the MLB earlier in the year. Yeah, that's always good. I was at that game. I was feeling like shit because yeah. Yeah, no. At least you're doing better than me. My Phillies are top of the NL East. Yet their inconsistent makes it me hard to believe they are winning it all. Dude, they were in the World Series 2 years ago, and didn't they make it to the championship game last year? But they lost to the Diamondbacks. Was it Diamondbacks or was it the Rangers? No, it was the Diamondbacks. They just ran out of gas. They really did. But hey, look on the bright side. At least the Eagles are doing good. And they're having back-to-back primetime games, so you have that going for them. I don't think of what else has happened. Oh, well, today is one of my favorite YouTubers' birthday. I am Wildcat. He actually liked my thing that I said to him on Twitter, so there you go. Thought at week one. We'll see if the Eagles are coming back to being elite. I mean, again, the only thing that really stopped them and that really started the collapse was your defense. Like, your defense was pretty bad the second half of the season. Like, it got really bad. Like, why the fuck did you hire Matt Patricia? That dude is not shown to be a good defensive coordinator. Like, at all. Just makes no sense. And alleged women respecter, by the way. And I will say this, though. If Philly has another collapse, I'm reason to believe that Nick Sirianni might be getting canned. Reason to believe. Because I think with Philly, I think it's either Super Bowl or bust this year. But that's been a lot of teams this year. Like it's the Bills, it's the Lions, it's the Bengals. I'd say I think even one of the Jaguars players said Super Bowl or bust. It's like, dude, you guys don't even look like a wild card team sometimes. Like, y'all had the lead against Miami, but y'all blew it. But the AFC South should be fun this year. I will say that because the Colts looked really good against the Texans. The Texans were really impressive. Titans defense is really good. It's just, I don't know, Jacksonville, I don't know. Something just doesn't really click. Something doesn't feel right with them for me. Oh, yeah. All right. I might as well plug my phone in. Yeah, looking forward to a couple of games tomorrow. I'm curious how Sunday night's going to play out between the Bears and the Texans. We'll see if Caleb Williams can bounce back from having a pretty rough start. I'm curious how the Texans offense is going to battle against the Bears defense. So there's that. Mel Meltdown is going to live stream tomorrow while playing a game called Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Oh, that's cool. Oh, shit. Train come through. I got that goddamn train again. Turn that fucking horn off. Yes, that was a train. I unfortunately live right next to train tracks. Daggum train do that again. I swear to God, I'm gonna take that son of a bitch. Turn that bastard upside down, smack it on the titties, and say have a nice day, and I'll spit on it. No, I have no idea what I'm on. Don't ask questions. I'm actually going to put this album up real quick. Yeah. Damn it. Fuck, dude. I've been yawning ever since we left the mall. I don't know why. All right. I live 10 minutes from a train station. Yeah, I can still hear the train whistles from time to time because the woods echo it. You kind of live in the 6 area of Philly? How's my week been going? It's been going solid. Again, I got a new phone, which thank God, even though it did cost me a bit. So, sometimes the risk is worth the reward. That's all I'm going to say. And of course, I just did my immolation ranking, which that video should be up about now, hopefully. Again, that was a tough ranking. That was a really tough ranking because that is a consistent death metal band. So, yeah. And next up, I got to do Celtic Frost, which, yay, that's going to be fun. That should be a short one, too, because I don't know if I'll go too much on some of the albums, but who knows? Oh, you live 2 hours west away from Philly. Gotcha. Oh, by the way, LTO, have you seen that EDP is trying to make a comeback and it did not go well? Jesus. Evolution, the goats of New York death metal. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's mainly them and Suffocation as who's the best New York death metal band. Even though I like me some Mortician. Oh, but it's mainly Suffocation and Immolation. What I am surprised that is that he is still trying to come back. Yeah, apparently he made a response video and to all the allegations against him. It's like, dude, first of all, why are you trying to defend yourself after all the shit got released? And two, why even bother coming back when you know you're going to get slandered for it? Like the dude is literally out for clout at this point. That's literally what he's out for. Then he's out for a cupcake. But he's not a pedo. Oh man, I remember watching Urinating Trees video on that. Oh my god. That clip at the very end was fucking hilarious. Or it says to be continued. Shit. Oh man. On behalf of Philly, he's dead to us. Yeah. I mean, before all that shit came out about him, he was funny. I liked some of his humor, even though it was a little too much for my liking in some ways. I still kind of find it funny. Like he was like, "All right, motherfuckers, 2 weeks ago I shot the fucking dog." Well, that's one of the funniest out of context moments I've ever heard. But I think he went to the Super Bowl where Philly won against New England, I believe. And he legit cried. And half of the world was happy that day. Well, then again, it is Philly, and a lot of teams don't like Philly, but I'm glad they won because one, they had a chance to beat New England the first time, but they fucked up. And two, they deserved one in my opinion. And third, fuck Tom Brady. But that's neither here nor there. (1933) Eagles jersey? Damn, I did not know that. East Coast has too many killer death metal bands. Yes, Incantation. I don't know why I forgot. I usually forget they're from New York. I always forget that for some reason. Eternal Bleeding, Skinless, and yes, Cannibal Corpse before they relocated to Florida. Yep, they were in Buffalo. Our first jersey was terrible. I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse, trust me. I mean, I guess sticking to football. Deshaun Watson has another lawsuit against him. Like I said in my predictions, the only thing Watson is good at nowadays is collecting checks and having civil lawsuits against them. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, it's bad enough you're a terrible human. But when you can't throw a fucking football to save your life, get the fuck off the field. You're getting paid how much money? They threw the whole bag at him. And it's going down as the worst trade in NFL history. I will never understand. $230 million guaranteed. $230 million. I can't even get barely a pinch of that amount. Jesus Christ, you have him locked up for 3 fucking more years. God damn it. You watch part of the game, the Cowboys and Browns game, he did not look like he wanted to be there. No, he looked like he wouldn't be anywhere else. Probably where the masseuses were at. Oh my God. And while, yes, you could say his shoulder is still recovering from shoulder surgery, when you're getting $230 million thrown at you, do you really want to give a shit? Yeah, he did look miserable on the sideline. Just putting Mr. Krabs, a.k.a. Jameis Winston. Because at least, yes, Jameis just doesn't give a shit. At least he's competent. Creator Testament, I'm going with Testament. I have heard Creator has made some pretty bad albums. Yep, there you go. Testament, although I love Creator, more consistent. Creator has some really bad albums. Yeah, I heard the stuff in the 90s was not that good. But I have heard their current one's fantastic right now. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, LTO, another bad part of the Cowboys and Browns games, Tom Brady's commentary. Fucking Christ, it's been enough for me, and I'm literally a fucking no one. Like, I can't commentate worth of shit. I can't play calls. You have been in the league for 22 fucking years. And you can't play call what's going on the screen? Jesus Christ. I'll give him some slack because it was his first game, but fuck, dude. He acted like he was shitting his pants the whole time. Ooh, melodic death metal or brutal death metal? I guess melodic death metal for me personally. I love brutal death metal, don't get me wrong, but I just love those. I love those harmonies. I really love those big lush melodies. But you can't go wrong with brutal death metal. I mean, Suffocation. What else do I need to say? I don't think the two gothic metal albums deserve the hate it gets, but that's just me. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. God damn it. Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose. Oh, shit. Iron Maiden self-titled, Number of the Beast. Self-titled. I am not a fan of Number of the Beast. That's gonna get some hate, but that's my opinion. But yeah, I love Maiden self-titled. I know production isn't the greatest, but I just love the more punky energy personally. And with Number of the Beast, I mean, yeah, you get the hits like Run to the Hills and Hallowed Be Thy Name, but you kind of listen to the rest of the songs, there's not a lot of great tracks on that album. Like, I'll be honest, there's quite a bit of filler on that album, to me personally. And plus, I said again, it feels like a Paul Di'Anno album without Paul Di'Anno on vocals. That's quite a hot take. I'm in a Number of the Beast camp all day, but self-titled is great. I mean, again, I know Number of the Beast gets a lot of love. I personally never got the appeal of it. I mean, I mean, feel free to give your hot takes. Let's make this thing a little spicy. Why don't we have some hot takes in the chat here? You guys give a hot take, I'll give a hot take back. I could just see the sizzle. Ooh, Swan Song by Carcass is a great album and their second best overall. Ooh, okay. That's gonna tickle some ivories. I haven't delved too much into Carcass. So I mean that's your hot take. Winter is overrated as hell and is the worst season. I kind of agree with that. That's not really a hot take per se. I only like the Pollyanna Iron Maiden records. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Bruce. I like some of the Bruce albums too, but it's kind of like handful of Bruce albums I really like. But I love those first two Maiden albums. Okay, here's a couple hot takes. Thrash or not Thrash Maniac 99. Wrong Maniac. Okay. Appetite for Destruction is the most overrated metal / hard rock album of all time. That's just me. It's nothing but a bunch of singles, and none of them are good at all. Like maybe Mr. Brownstone's okay, but fucking Axl's vocals are terrible. LTO. For your hot take, what's a hot take I can do and retaliate? In retaliation, I'm trying to think about Philly one. I don't know what to say though. I mean, it's not really a hot take per se, but Donovan McNabb is not a Hall of Famer to me. He was really good, but he was pretty underwhelming in the playoffs. And for Stray, what's a Maiden one I can think of? Maiden's last really damn good album was Fear of the Dark. I like Brave New World. I think that's a really solid album, but everything after that is fucking Swiss cheese. It sucks. Honestly understandable. Okay. Gorguts Obscura is a very disjointed, messy, and borderline unlistenable album. I understand its importance, but I don't like it at all. Thralls of Metal will agree with you. They even the Crocknick says he does not like that album. I've never listened to it personally. I need to get into more Gorguts, but I heard that album is very divisive. Very, very, very divisive. Yeah, going back to McNabb, I like McNabb too. I think he was a good QB, but the problem is when it came to the big moments, he just did not perform well. I mean, do I need to talk about the 2002 NFC Championship game or the 03 Championship game or Super Bowl 39? Do I really need to talk about those games? No, didn't think so. It's very much a love it or hate it type of album. People on Discord have given me grief for not liking the album. No, I mean, again, you're gonna have those people, man. Oh. What's another hot take? Uh, Trying to think of another like really good hot take. Um, Kiss is the most overrated rock band of all time. I get their influence, I get the importance, but honestly, though, there's like a handful of tracks I really like from them. Everything else, it's basically It's basically Alice Cooper sloppy seconds to me. I agree. Compared to the other exceptional rock music coming out at that time, they're very subpar, in my opinion. I mean, they got a lot of notoriety and popularity because of the big hits. And, and there's nothing wrong with, making a big hit at that time, especially in the 70s, but fame can get to your head, and look what happened to the band. And not to mention, they ripped their fans off a lot of times. And I can't stand Gene Simmons. I mean, Paul's an ass too, but at least he admits it. Gene is just an unlikable douche. Kiss Avatar. Oh, God, no. 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 God, no. Fuck that. Ugh. That thing. Why did they think that was a good idea in the first place? Ugh. Terrible. Kill it with fire. All of it. Burn it alive. Ugh. No. Just no. Ooh, that's a hot take. You didn't care for The Godfather. Ooh, I love The Godfather. But looking back on it, I could see why people don't really care for it. I love it though. I think that's one of the best mafia movies. Um, so I can understand that. Um, ooh, this is a hot take. The Blair Witch Project is the most overrated movie of all time. It kicked off the found footage. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it kicked off the found footage subgenre because there were some movies that were made, um, that were made before that. But yeah, the found footage subgenre is not a good subgenre. There's like a handful of movies I do like, but the Blair Witch Project can fuck off, honestly. Oh, you were making a Family Guy reference. Oh, I'm sorry. That's my bad. Um, but Family Guy made a Blair Witch Project reference too. It was Brian and the blind guy. They were going to the movies, and Brian was like, "All right, so a movie starting. They're going around. They were talking about a witch or something. I don't know. I wasn't listening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Something about a map. Nothing's happening. It's over. A lot of people in the audience look pissed. Oh, man. Pantera's Planet Caravan cover over Sabbath's original. I'll be honest, I did not really care for that song in particular. Um, yeah, that's just me. Metal Church's Hot Takes had the cold by Flotsam and Jetsam at the A tier when he's borderline S tier. There's some decent riffs, but not that good. I haven't listened to that album. The only Flotsam and Jetsam albums I have listened to was from Doomsday for the Deceiver up until Drift. And that was it. I kind of got burned out after that. But speaking of Pantera, this one's going to piss off a lot of people. Pantera had maybe 2 good albums at best. The rest is whatever to me. He says for his hot takes and his Juice Priest ranking, he ranked Nostradamus higher than Sad Wings and Destiny. Is that man fucking high? Trenches, if you watch this, I love you, bud, but Nostradamus over Sad Wings and Destiny. I kind of felt like that was intentional in a way. But yeah, no, Nostradamus, it's my second least favorite Priest album. I mean, I don't hate it as a lot of people do. I actually don't think it's a terrible album. Just the big problem with it, it's way too fucking long. That's literally it. Like if it was just one album, you take the best songs off of both discs, then it could be a good album. But Sad Wings of Destiny, that is an essential 70s classic, in my opinion. You never got into Pantera. I never did either. I never got the appeal with them. This one's not really a hot take to me personally. Priest is better than Maiden. I said it. Yeah, not more, nothing less. You didn't like South of Heaven? Oh, that's my favorite Slayer album. I like that album. That's one of my favorite thrash albums. And if you didn't like it, it's fine. I can see why people aren't too big on it because it's more mid-tempo. I like it because it's more melodic, in my opinion. But you get some flat thrashy bangers like Silent Scream and Ghost of War. I like 5 songs off of Nostradamus better. That's Sleepy Time. I mean, yeah, I can agree. I can agree with that. I really do love Pestilence and Plague. Death is a full-on doom metal song, which I really like. Maybe Revelations. It's bits and pieces, but again, it's too bloated. It's too goddamn long. Too slow for Slayer. Yeah, I can agree to an extent. Yeah. I've never been able to sit down through all Nostradamus. It feels like a meditational CD with riffs. That is honestly a really good interpretation of that. Only Saint Anger is worse in my opinion. I'm going to say this. Saint Anger is not as terrible as a lot of people say. It's not a good album production-wise. It still fucking sucks, in terms of analog recording or digital recording. But re-listening to that album, it's kind of a grower to me personally. And I give the band slack because they were going through a lot of shit at that time. So I give them a lot of slack for that. Even though, again, that's not really good musically. And of course, the dun 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 with the snare, but there's still some good tracks on that album, like Frantic, the title track, Some Kind of Monster. Yeah, there's some good tracks. Not sure if this is a hot take or if anyone cares about it, but the 2000s was the last time country music was good. Maybe the 90s. I would say the 90s, but there was some country in the 2000s I actually didn't mind. But when we got to the 2010s, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And now it's to a point where it's unlistenable. and you're a country music fan, I mean, hey, more power to you. You deserve a Medal of Honor for that, personally. Yeah, they peaked in the '90s. Yep. I did like me some like Kenny Chesney. Jason Aldean wasn't bad. I actually did like Eric Church for a little bit. He was cool. Bradley Gilbert wasn't that bad. He had more of a metal look to him. But nowadays, it's like fucking like pop and rap, and it's like, dude, you took two of the worst metal. Two of the worst metal. You took two of the worst genres, in my personal opinion. And you combine them, and it's like you are you wanting to go into Dante's Inferno there, bud? If I have to listen to Morgan Wallen on the radio one more time, yeah, no, fuck Morgan Wallen. That dude's an idiot. I grew up around country music. My mom played the country radio all the time, and I grew to despise it. Is that what it says? Still love me some Johnny Cash. Oh yeah, Johnny Cash, the GOAT. That dude's a legend. Hell, this is actually kind of a fun fact. Hank Williams not only did country, but he also did grindcore. I'm not even fucking kidding. Hank Williams did grindcore, believe it or not. Or was that no, wasn't that Hank Williams the third that did that or some shit like that? It was so bizarre. Like he would do a country album one day and then the next day he's doing like blast beats. It's like, what? All right. Heard Johnny Cash statue is being moved to DC. Oh, okay. Hank the Third had a metal project called Ash Jack. He also played drums for Arson Anthem and bass for Super Ritual. Yes, he did. Yes, I knew he had some kind of weird association with metal. I couldn't remember which one it was. Have you heard of the Coffin Shakers? I have not. Oh, hell. Oh, man. Man, oh, man, oh, man. Like country with Misfits themes? Okay. Bit odd, but okay. Uh, I thought I heard something. Dude, I keep feeling like I'm hearing shit. It's actually kind of making me weirded out. Tom Tiller, Johnny Cash. Oh, fuck. What's your least favorite band besides Five Finger Death Punch and 6 Feet Under? I mean, what's my least favorite band? I mean, I mean, 6 Feet Under is a meme. We all know that. And Five Finger Death Punch tries to take themselves so fucking seriously. It's honestly kind of funny. When they're one of the most unserious bands I've ever seen in my entire life. What's my least favorite band? Fuck, dude. There's a lot. A lot of bands I don't like. Burzum's one of them because Varg's a fucking moron and he's an idiot. And he deserves to be in prison for way longer than he should have. The fact that fucking guy has a wife and kids will never make sense to me. I'm trying to think. GNR, Kiss, Nirvana, I've never been a fan of. Limp Bizkit's one of them. Sleep Token, yeah, Sleep Token's bad. I hate them. There's a lot of bands I dislike, but there are very few I hate. Limp Bizkit, Sleep Token, and the aforementioned 5 Flavor Fruit. 5 Finger Cousin Fuck, as some people will say. Diablo String Orchestra, I've never heard of them. Oh wait, no, I've heard of them. Never mind. I've heard of them. I just never heard an album by them. You hate Weezer? I don't know what. I don't know. I don't. Fuck, I am blanking on my words today. I don't exactly know why. They generally make my blood boil whenever I hear them. I don't mind them personally. They're okay. They're fine. I like their cover of Africa by Toto. I really like that cover, but besides that, they're fine for what they are. Least favorite band is probably nu metal one. Dude, nu metal has aged like piss on the road. Oh, it has aged badly over the years. Like, there's some bands that have made albums like in the 90s and maybe a little bit in the early 2000s I really do enjoy. But there's just some that just don't age well. System of a Down, probably. I don't mind them. I actually like them. They're just a little too quirky for my liking. What ages worse, nu metal or hair metal? Nu metal. Because at least with hair metal, at least there's some cheesiness I like. But at least when it comes to like maybe Poison, at least they ain't fucking rapping. Poison's another band I hate. I can't stand those fuckers. Well, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Def Leppard. Motley Crue for obvious reasons. Even though their early stuff's good, like their stuff in the 80s was good, but yeah, no. I have fun with both genres, and I still do. I mean, again, like I still love that first Slipknot album. That first Slipknot album is fantastic. It's probably their most nu metal sounding, but it's way more than nu metal. It's got thrash, it's got groove, it's got death metal, grindcore to an extent. because some members of Slipknot used to be in a grindcore band. So you have that. I still like that first Korn album. That is probably their best album in my opinion. Trying to think of. I heard Snot's Lone album, Get Some. I heard that was a really good album, but I need to check that out. Even early Motley Crue I can't stand, mainly because of the vocals. Vince Neil, even at his peak, sound like shit. I mean, I can understand that. Like, his vocals, like, towards the 90s, they were sounding a bit strained, even on Dr. Feelgood. Slipknot is the name of an old hardcore punk band. I believe they were also the name of a old thrash act, too, if I remember correctly. I think they were from... Was that a band from Texas, I think? Or I might be thinking of something else. You like the first two Static X albums? Static X, I can kind of take or leave. I like the first Mudvayne album. I think LD50 is a fucking banger of an album. Like, Dig is still a barber of a track. Dun, 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 dun. Of course, that burn, burn, burn. That bass tone. Slipknot was a crossover band out of Connecticut. Huh. I found out there was another band named. Shit. I heard there was another band by the name of Testament that I believe was a old school heavy metal act out of Ireland, I believe. I know they were an old school heavy metal act. I think they were based out of Ireland. So I found that interesting. All right. We'll go to maybe about 9:30 and then I might call it a day. We'll see if we get more people in here, though. What do you think of RAC? RAC. What is that band? What is that band? What is that band? Rock Against Communism? Never heard of them. I don't know if I want to hear about them. I don't belong here. We gotta move on here. Escape from this afterlife. There's no time. Got nothing against you, but surely we'll miss you. Sorry, I get that song played randomly in my head sometimes. Best Voivod. I've only listened to one Voivod album. That was their last full length Synchro Anarchy, which fucking slayed. Oh, that was such a good album. Had it not be for Soulfly's Totem, that would have been my favorite album of 2022. And I believe the doggo needs to go potty. I'll be right back. Never mind. She didn't have to go potty. She just wanted a treat. You're Nancy Fancy Dancy Pansy. Yep. Favorite black metal act? It's Immortal for me. A fairly consistent band. I like all their albums. Even their like weaker ones I really, really enjoy. And dude, At the Heart of Winter. Mwah, that is Norwegian black metal beauty. Immortal Enslaved Emperor. I need to get in more into Slave. I've never been an Emperor fan. Never got the appeal of them personally. I dare say they're overrated. Holy Christ, my freaking flown. My phone's blowing up, but it's going through my watch. Tits. Titties. Titty bitties. Bitty titty. Well, anything else to talk about? Off the top of my head, I can't really think of anything. And the chat is starting to thin out a bit. I might actually be calling this here in about. We'll give it maybe a couple more minutes, and if no one has anything else to say, then I will be heading out. Oh, shit. Prog rock or prog metal? Neither. I'm not a prog guy. I mean, if you had to twist my arm until I said uncle, I guess maybe prog metal because it's heavier. But again, I'm not really a prog metal fan. I'm just not a prog guy myself. Britpop? No. No. Mine would be Burzum, Marduk, Grambalowski, and Vlad Tepes. I've heard good stuff about GBK. Vlad Tepes. I don't know about them. Why do you dislike Britpop? Is that a band or a genre? I honestly don't know. Because if it's a genre, no. If it's a band, never heard of them. A genre, no. Just no. I just don't. I'm just not a big fan of pop personally. There's some pop I don't mind, but I feel like a lot of it's just too cheesy. Quick question: is Christian metal still part of heavy metal, or is it too weird to lump into other metal genres? I mean, Christian metal, it depends on the style. Because Christian metal can just be like, it is part heavy metal, but it can also be kind of part power metal, maybe symphonic metal, maybe some speed metal, maybe a little bit of thrash. But it is more kind of just heavy metal in a way, but it's more like more religious themed in a way. What in the hell? Oh no. A pop album I don't. Oh, hold on 1 second, folks. All right, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, my brother called me. Um, yeah, a pop album you don't get the love is Brat by Charlie XCX. Okay, no, just no. So, speaking to a Cardinals fan, what team do you hate the most in the NL Central? I mean, I guess by default, I guess the Cubs because that's our enemy, that's our rival. But even when they won the World Series in 2016, I kind of rooted for them because I'm like, look, you guys haven't won a championship since the dawn of the century, so you might as well. You kind of more so earned your championship, even though the Indians blew it. They should have won that, but besides the point. Uh oh. That's awkward. Um, um, Apparently, Jamar Chase does not plan to negotiate a new deal with Cincy. They might be letting him go, which if so, oh boy, that's gonna spell trouble for the Bengals. I only watch baseball when it is the Rangers or the Astros. Well, there you go. Mutoid Man. Bingo. Dun, 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 dun. What? Dun, 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 dun. Bengali Bengals. Or the Bungles. Yeah, the Bengals Super Bowl might be closed when they lose both receiver core. I mean, like, why would they not negotiate a deal with Jamar? That makes no sense. Uh, like, you give Burrow, like, his best weapon from LSU, but you don't plan on negotiating a contract with him? Either that's on Jamar's part or that's part on Cincy. Not to mention T. Higgins is going to be going because he's on the franchise tag. So what do they do? I don't know. It's also been told that apparently Hollywood Brown's out with shoulder surgery, so his season's done. That was fun while it lasted. And how everyone was saying, "Oh God, the Chiefs got more weapons. This is going to be a nightmare." And I'm thinking to myself, guys, you realize that I just don't think they're going all the way this year. I just don't see it happening. I didn't think they were going to go all the way last year because their offense was so shit. So, yeah. Probably because of Burrow's contract and how expensive the wide receiver market is. Yeah, that's probably why. I mean, fuck. CeeDee Lamb got paid big. Jefferson got paid big. Uh, who else got paid really big this year in terms of wide receivers? Shit. Those are like the big three I can think of. Yeah, it's Jefferson, Lamb, and fuck, who else? Who else got paid big this year? Oh, St. Brown, Amon Ra, yeah. Um, he got big. He got paid big. Do you like composers like composition pieces? What do you mean by that per se? I don't like posers. Oh, Mozart Bach. Yeah, I like him. I really like the blast beats that they incorporate. Just chunky violins, heavy cellos. Especially when they go ham on the harp. Man, I'm telling you, those triplet chugs are. I couldn't take myself seriously. The blast beat on Overture 19 something is the greatest thing in the world. But no, I like him. I really like him. Do I follow fucking balls? And yes, I do. I don't follow it as much as the NFL, obviously, but I do have. I do keep track of how teams are doing. FSU, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They are just crumbling apart. Travis Hunter is becoming a god. Arch Manning's actually doing pretty good. Trying to see. Shador, I don't think he's gonna pan out well in the NFL. I don't really think he is personally. I mean he might, but man, the way that Dion, his coaching scheme makes no sense. Oh, that's what I also wanted to talk about. I almost forgot to mention this. So this happened Wednesday. For those of you who know that follow Shannon Sharpe, you probably know exactly what I'm about to talk about. So Wednesday, I'm at work and I'm about to go into lunch. And all of a sudden I look on Twitter and Shannon Sharpe's trending. I'm like, uh-oh. What happened? What did he do? What did he say? I kid you not. This dude went on Instagram Live and start going to town on this woman. I mean, like, obviously you didn't see it, but you can hear the noises they were making. I was fucking dying laughing at work. I've never laughed so hard in my entire life. And my coworkers were like, "Dude, what the hell are you laughing at?" And I'm losing it. Oh my god. I've never laughed so hard in my life. So yeah, that was funny as shit. And he was getting shamed by Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, and everything. Uh Unsee. Come on, man. You just God Jesus. I will be following Arch Manning. I do like him. Also go Penn State. Yeah, man. Saquon Barkley. Yay, go Nittany Lions, even though they're the arch rival of Illinois. I don't follow the Illinois. Although they're actually not doing bad this year so far. So far. Oh, also a middle finger and a hysterical laugh to the Notre Dame. How the fuck do you lose to Northern Illinois? Like, how do you lose to Northern Illinois? I beg your pardon? Yeah. Simple Notre Dame's the Cowboys of college football. Oh, yeah. Dude, like, their fans are obnoxious. They are so obnoxious. And it's been how long since they won a championship? They won the national championship, what, 30 years? If not longer? God damn. I thought Alabama fans were bad, and they are too, but Jesus Christ. Notre Dame makes Alabama look like Vikings fans. Jesus. At least Alabama had the talent to back up and they had the skill to back up their trash talk. Yeah. That's no bueno. No bueno. But it is a little after 9:30, and I'm probably gonna call it for tonight because I'm gonna get some sleep. Well, actually, I might join everybody's live stream of mine, and then after that, I'll probably hit the bed because live streams tomorrow. Hooray! I'm not sure what game I'll be live streaming tomorrow at noon. Hopefully, it's a good game. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see what game I'll be live streaming tomorrow. So again, thank you to everyone that joined the chat. Hopefully I'll see y'all next week. And yeah, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, tap the subscribe button, and tap the bell to be notified when I upload. And of course, I'll also be 6. Join the herd. Talk to you guys next one. Peace out.